So there she is. We're gonna put the lifters in her now. We made the road trip. Here's the part number. Comp Cams 103. This is for the 4-ounce tube. You can buy a bigger container of it. But right there, comp cam. And it's cam and lifter lubricant. Not Molly. So you might want to try that if you're having trouble losing camshafts. But anyway, and I got the lifters over here. They've been pumping up in the Earl. So all the bubbles are out of them. Should be all filled up. Go ahead and take those out of there, wipe them off, and goop the face up. Drop them in the hole, and we'll soak some push rods and go from there. Yeah? Okay, I hope you get your voice back. Thanks. So anyway, Andrew can't talk right now. It's just sort of pleasant. Haven't got yelled at in days. Anyway, sort of lost my camera stand. Looks like you're in the shot there. I don't know. We'll just leave it on so I don't have to work alone. So there we go. This stuff here is red. And you're supposed to mead the tube before you open it. I forgot that. So you know, it's like the Bondo hardener. It says in the instructions that you should mead it back and forth to blend the product. Also, if you're an epoxy primer lover, this says that it etches to the metal surface. So there you go. Another etching process. Not even painting anything. Can't get away from it.
Hey, girl.
Just put it inside, baby. I'll be in a minute. Let me put these lifters in and I'll come eat it. Are you leaving?
Mom is. She's gonna come back for us.
Coming
She's
back.
sold all the dollar minerals.
What do you need?
I was looking at the kittens. I was telling you your neighbor was done.
I like to goop it. Try not to get too much on the side of the lifter for obvious reasons, just on the face. You know what I mean? You don't want to wear the lifter bore out. Dump some of this Earl out of here so I don't have to stick my hands all in it. Anyway, these lifters have been soaking for a couple days, and they're nice and hard. The plunger's solid, and we'll break them into with the break-in tool. And it's hot in here. I bet it's 100 and something. 100 and something easy. They say a pack of this stuff will do a V8. Personally, I like the angle. The angle stuff for the Volkswagen cam seems to be the best break-in lube. I don't have any right now. Have to use what we have. This is a pretty small cam, so it shouldn't have too much problem. It's right at 500 lift, which is tiny for a big block. But I want to be able to drive this, so I always make it faster. Sometimes it's hard to slow them down when you get too crazy. Make them streetable. This might be pretty boring, I don't know. There we go. Also going to run the Joe Gribbs braking oil on this one. That's what I've been running on all the Volkswagens. On initial fire up is the Joe Gibbs braking oil for 500 miles. And then I switched to the zinc rich. There's a couple different brands that have it. You just want to make sure it says it has ZDP for flat tappet cams in it if that's what you're running. If you're running a roller motor, LS, or late model something, you don't have to worry about all this stuff. Doesn't care. You can put the lifters anywhere and nothing bad happens. I've had really good luck in the past with Volkswagens moving lifters around, but I don't know why it'd be any different than an American car. It's the same type of grind. But I try not to do it. I've gotten to situations where I've broke wadded some push rods up and broke a lifter at the race, and had to take the motor apart and use the lifter that I could get. Sometimes they're used, and last time it happened it was a used lifter. It was about 100 passes ago, and every time I take the motor apart it looks great, so I got lucky there, I guess. The lifter looked really sweet, and it was a good old German lifter, so some of the cheaper companies in the Volkswagen world, they don't Rockwell harden the lifter like they should, They leave that process out, and it doesn't matter if it has the lube hole in it or what you do. It'll just wipe out because it's not the right hardness. I found with American car stuff, if you go with the comp cam stuff, it's pretty dependable. I used to like Crane, but they're no longer around. But comp cams seems to be pretty good, their stuff, and they'll grind you a cam if you call them up. They like to do that stuff. But, I like to use the Howard cams too. They seem to be pretty good quality. But I don't build a lot of this old stuff anymore, so this is just old parts laying around that have already been together. And we'll give the Nova some rumble power, So we went with one of those thumper cams. Probably sounds better than it probably is actually going to run, but sort of what I wanted, so. Not too many more places left where you can, get too crazy. If I want to go to the track, I take the Beetle. I'm sort of looking for a car that I could drive with this. Almost done. The most boring video I've ever made. Installing lifters on a big block Chevrolet. I was going to take you guys for a ride, and I left the camera at home. Drove over to Daytona. And you guys going to the firecracker race? What do they call that? 400 coming up. They've been really revamping the Daytona Speedway. It's quite impressive. The stands used to be too high for me, but now they're super nosebleed. I was going to turn the camera on and show you guys, but I didn't bring it. But they're working 24 hours a day there doing that stuff. And I bet they'll have most of it done by the time that race comes around. 3 more to go, guys. 2 more to go. I'm gonna do the intake after this. Soak push rods for a little while. Drop them in, and we'll adjust the rockers after we prime the motor and get oil pressure up to the top of the engine there, to your lifters and stuff. That way everything will be like it's supposed to be. Yupper. Well, thanks for all the comments and stuff on that video I put up. It's been a while. I did read them, all the well wishes and stuff. Appreciate it. And all the guys that have called and stuff too. And forgot to mention you. I appreciate it. And I need to call a few people. I need to call Doug, Lakeside Ranch, and I apologize, Doug. The house phone's broken. And hopefully today you can exchange that so I can have a phone and I can call some of you guys. I'm gonna call Larry, gotta call him, it's been a while. Need to call Big Eric, see what's going on with him, haven't heard from him for a while. And gotta call Tommy Shoe, I don't know if he'll answer the phone or not, and I'll try to call him. And yeah, been wanting to call Shut Your Face Garage. I don't want to call people when I'm all depressed though, so I've been avoiding phone calls and stuff. I don't know if that's a good thing or a bad thing. It's just it's a withdrawal mechanism, I guess. I don't know if that's depression or what. But, yeah. Get over there. I dumped the rest of that, poured it on top of the cam so it's all yucky. And we'll slime this up with some real expensive oil. And I'm sure it'll work. And yeah, we'll go for a ride. That's how it always works. They're all pieces and then we go for a ride. Let me wipe my hands off here. And I'll pick my camera up. That stuff's super slippy. Super slipper. There we go. Next is push rods, and cam's all soaking wet with that, and the lifters are all dabbed up. Here's our vacuum secondary carburetor. Probably need a double pumper, but somebody's using that. Mr. Bug over here. Let's see how hot it is. I know it's over 100 because I'm sweating really bad. Oh, yep, right at 100. We're on 99. Yeah. But the humidity's not high, so it's a cool 100. Yeah. So anyway, it's a little hot in the metal building. Definitely want to do some insulation in these if you have one of these, because you will cook. But let me shut this off, and I'm gonna do that next. I'm gonna throw a gasket on there and match that up. So I'll get back with you.